Hello YouTube, Mewtwo here with part 4 and probably the final part of my Alex Kidd playthrough. Now we left off and we're at the kingdom of Nibbana, going to visit the king in his castle. At least I assume he's the king. Oh look, he's like Elvis with his shades on or something. Hey, I'm the king. Oh Alex, I'm terribly sorry, but I was just robbed of the Moonlight Stone. The crown is in the lake deep. You better take this slab with you. Well, this stone slab. So instead of having a crown for me, or this moonlight gem that I need to get the crown, he gives me a rock. This random slab. That it doesn't tell me how to use it. It doesn't tell me why I would want it. But hey Alex, take the slab. Okie dokie, strange Elvis looking dude. You just having a break. Yeah. If you don't have the letter that that your brother let you get in the Redaxian castle, there's a ghost in the top right corner that kills you. Well, will kill you. You can get out of the level without dying. And the problem is that you need this stone slab here, because that has the pattern to get through the last level. And okay, the palette has gone a bit screwy since I looked at that. Alex has had a change of clothes. Yep. He looks like he's in a diaper, or some sort of baby's jumper. So this is the last shop in the game, and my palette's still screwed up. Perhaps I'm going in disguise. So I have everything except for the motorbike. Now, I know from experience, just like the forest level, the motorbike usually results in me losing a life that I wouldn't ordinarily lose. But what the hell, the motorbike is fun. And it's not like I don't have like 10 lives nearly. Oh, even Little Life has got a different palette, which I unfortunately missed. Oh, and there goes my motorbike. At least I didn't die. And I'm near the end. As I said, the levels are getting short. I don't know, did Sega run out of development time, or money, or cartridge space, but there we go. And back to old Paperhead. And typically he falls back to the old rock, scissors pattern to beat, and he's the easiest of the three, of all the kind of boss battles in the game. You can just stay in the corner and he can't hurt you, and you can hurt him. Darn it. So if you just stand here and punch when a head comes by, he has the craziest pattern, but it's basically pointless. That's it. Done and dusted. And now I eat another henchman. Oh my god, even on this screen my palette's screwed up. Wait, I'm gonna look at that thing again. Maybe it might fix my palette. Hey, it did. I was just wrong, that other palette. And out of nowhere on the map, literally out of nowhere, a massive castle just appeared in thin air. As they do. I don't know why I even bother collecting the money now. There's no shops left. Like, I have 1600. I could continue probably 4 times, and I have nearly 10 lives anyway, so I'm probably good to go. Normally I don't drop off the ladder straight away. Oops. Getting cocky, or perhaps just not being cautious enough. There's a few tricky rooms. You can go down there, but I tend not to. In this last castle. But if you have a few items, which some of the items I've been storing right since the beginning of the game, like that invincibility powder, you can get through it pretty handily. This is actually one of the trickier rooms. Well, I find it slightly tricky because I don't use any items on it. This place fills with water, so you gotta run and break through as quick as you can. And again, this room looks rather simple, and yet the amount of times I've died jumping here, I tend to hit those spikes. It's ridiculous. I think those 2 question blocks are on a sequence, but of course, there's very little point doing it now, and yeah, you're going to unlock a ghost too, which would be suicide. I could be wrong about that though, I really don't bother with them. By this stage in the game, it's more a case of just, I suppose, getting through to the end. This is a very easy room, it's just a bit tedious having to jump back and forth a few times. There's just money down that ladder. Gotta be careful with your jumps there, and I suppose you possibly could break those. I don't really know how. It's just a tease you, I suppose. Whoa, what's in the question box? I think you can also make the ladder from here, but I tend not to bother. The water section that I'm kind of sitting under now, that's the hardest part of the game in my opinion. I'm going to skip it, but after you swim past those green vine things, and for some reason the third vine, when it descends, goes completely behind the rocks, whereas the others don't. They stay slightly above it. But you go into this kind of a spike maze that is so hard, an underwater spike maze with literally the gap is just a wish of Alex to get through. I think I've only ever done it 1 or 2 times. I remember one time, or the first time getting through to the castle, I've been quite nervous because I've been playing for years and I really wanted to. You got to fly up, I think, to get the money there, but again, it's not really worth it. I've been playing the game for years and really wanted to finish it, but I got to that section and just lost all my lives in the spike section, and I had a load of lives. And all my continues. You got to be careful jumping to the left here, because you can very easily land on fire in the next room. And I've never gone over to the right, but I always wonder what's over there. Oh crap! Oh, I have never done that before. That was stupid. I said you had to be careful jumping to the left, so I wasn't wrong there. But I meant to fall onto this fire. I'm actually getting very near the end now, so that was a fairly stupid dash. You gotta break open this and run. If you did, I find it sometimes you can just pop your head out of the ladder and pop back down, and that lets you get a feel for, is it going to be a rush room or not. Ah, nuts. Yeah, don't know we fall down. Making some silly mistakes now, which doesn't bode well for the end. Again, it's another rush room here. And those guys with the little antennas, they're fairly strange looking baddies. Gotta punch the pink fish to get out. And this is the room where if you walk over that middle bridge, it collapses and you fall into the water area. So, no thanks. Kind of flight time. Escape. Even though I'm still flashing, I can't fly anymore, which is a bit of a disappointment. And for the next section, I'm going to use invincibility, which I've been hoarding since the shop in level 2. But you could also get it by going down the gap there. Because this is with the 3 fire, moving around, the frog jumping and the fire right at the edge. It's really tricky to jump over. You can do it, but it's safer just to go and do that. And hopefully my invincibility should last. Oops. And we're at Janken the Great himself. Well, the princess who transforms into Janken. What a shock. It's lucky that you've managed to come this far. However, I'll put an end to that. Let's Janken for 3 matches, and if you lose, I'll make you turn to stone. Like the ELO stone? Song? Stone. And his pattern is... oh, what is it? Oh yes, of course, it's paper. A bit of flickering going on. I love the way he dances. La 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 la. And beating his little chest too. Urgh. And then he's like a child. Wah, I lose. How did that happen? Which is actually the picture from the start screen. He can be tricky to fight if you don't get right up to him at the beginning. So you can stand right on top of him and you don't die. So just after he fires, you come up, you punch his horn. Yes, you punch Jenkins' horn. 3 hits and he's dead. But if you don't get into that position, it can be tricky. And now he turns his own. Haha, take that. You don't have to collect the Moonlight Stone if you just go on without it, because Alex walked away. It appears in your inventory anyway, because you can't complete the next level without it. And that's right, even after defeating the last boss of the game's not over. Because I gotta go and rescue the crown, apparently, in Crag Lake. Get a bit more money, because you never know. I'll probably die now on one of these stupid little fishes. And we're at the bottom of the lake bed with the moonlight and the moon and sunlight stone thing. And this is what you need the tablet for. So there's the different pink blocks in the ground, and the tablet is the order you step on them to make the crown appear. And if you step on them in out of order, a ghost will appear. And you start in the top right corner and work down and back to the left. So the first part is sun, wave, moon, star. And of course my palette's gone screwy again. So that's sun, wave, moon, which is nice and easy. Star. And then we have sun, moon, wave. And the last section then, and it is fish, star, fish. And even after all that, defeating the last boss and getting through and whatnot, I still have to jump over these pretty tricky spikes to get to the end. Ugh, and those spikes look like they're from Sonic. Or maybe that's where they got them. I have died on these spikes. But not today. It's time to get the crown and savour the incredible end credits. Oh, they're just so great. Alex the Kid, the heroic action taken by Alex Kidd. I always thought it was Alex the Kid because of the song as well. But the heroic action taken by Alex Kidd resulted in the downfall of Janken the Great and a return of peace and tranquility in Radaxian Castle, or to Radaxian. In the dazzling coronation, Igel, his elder brother, became the king of Radaxian. The citizens who turned into stone reverted back to human beings through the power of the crown. Alex was overjoyed that he was able to use his martial arts skills for the good of the citizens. Some doubt still lingers in his mind as to whether or not all of the sinister enemy forces were actually destroyed. Oh no! Sequel alert! Added to this fear is the uneasiness he feels because of the fact that he didn't bother his ass to save his father. I mean, his father is still unknown. Or his whereabouts were unknown. The end. And why the hell did my brother get the coronation? He just sat there in a stupid prison and then wrote a letter. 73,400, not too bad. In fact, I think I might have mentioned it in one of the earlier parts of the playthrough, but this is the second attempt at this. I recorded the first one, but the audio was all screwed up. And I actually got the exact same score, although I died less. I didn't have stupid, not paying attention moments. However, we'll leave it there, and thanks for watching, particularly if you sat through all 4 parts. At least I think it's going to be 4 parts. And happy birthday, Alex Kidd. You may not have perhaps got the sequels that you deserved, and certainly Sega haven't or have abandoned you in many ways in favour of a certain blue hog, but there'll always be Miracle World, and it's a great game to remember you by.